everything is well in the country. There's nothing really to be extra scared of that coronavirus thing, although it has affected a lot of countries. But in one or two in any country is not really that fearsome.
Wala po tayong dapat pangambahan tungkol sa 2019 novel coronavirus. So far, there are only 2 confirmed cases in the country. Ito nga po yung Chinese couple na nagbiyahe galing Wuhan, China, traveling through Cebu and then pumunta po ng Dumaguete City in Negros Oriental. Yan po ang pahayag ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte kagabi pagkatapos na pinulong niya ang mga kasapi ng ating gabinete sa Malacanang. Pareho po sa sinabi ko na kahapon, naging epektibo ang mga hakbang ng Department of Health sa pagpigil at pagkontrol ng pag-spread ng nCoV virus na ito sa ating bansa. Kaagad ipinasok sa ospital yung 2 confirmed cases, samantala yung may mga simptoma na baka nga sila ay infected din ng nCoV virus ay kaagad ipinasok sa ospital at ipinailalim sa masusing mga laboratory and medical tests. Isa sa 2 ang namatay. Sa mabuting palad, yung mga posibleng nahawaan ng 2 ito na kasama nila sa aeroplano, both galing China to Cebu and from Cebu to Dumaguete, ay nahanap na rin po ng ating immigration and DOH officials at ipinailalim sa close monitoring. Huwag lang po tayong masindak. There is no need for mass quarantine. Pinahinto na po ang mga biyahe galing China. Doon lang po galing ang sakit na ito sa China. Pero it doesn't mean na lahat ng mga Chinese coming into the country, hindi naman sila galing sa China, ay pagdududahan natin na sila ay may sakit galing sa nCoV virus na ito. Yung Wuhan ay ipinailalim na sa lockdown. Walang makalabas, walang makapasok. Kaya with isolation, the possibility of the nCoV virus spreading some more has been contained and controlled. Walang dahilan na mag-worry pa tayo. Vigilance na lang ang kailangan. Patuloy na lang na gumawa ng precautionary measures. Palaging maghugas ng kamay at magdala ng sanitizer o alcohol para po napasiguro na wala pong bakterya na maaaring kumapit po sa ating mga kamay. Kung may nararamdaman kayong mga simptoma, katulad ng mataas na lagnat at malakas na ubo, magpa-doktor na kaagad. But having said that, it is flu season. Dahil nga po, malamig na ngayon ang panahon sa ating bansa. Kung kayo'y umuubo at may lagnat, hindi po ibig sabihin na kayo'y na-contaminate o infected na ng nCoV virus. But just to be on the safe side, para lang po mawala ang kung ano mang mga worry natin, magpa-check up na kagad. Ito po ang naging press briefing ni Pangulong Duterte kagabi sa Malacanang para po malaman ninyo kung ano po ang mga hakbang ng ating pamahalaan upang ma-control at ma-protect ang ating kalusugan in the face of the nCoV virus threat.
And in the Philippines, we only have 2 cases, 2 reported deaths, and but they were Chinese, just imported, hindi galing dito. It was not a native of the Philippines, but rather it was an imported one, and the person involved was a Chinese. Ano yung isa? Okay. Isa lang ang namatay sa coronavirus. Yung isa, Chinese din, HIV ang ikinamatay. So, let us be clear on this. Dalawang patay, but two different causes of death. One, an imported naman, hindi naman galing dito. So, he had it in himself when he came in. Yung isa namatay sa HIV. Apparently, there is a lot of talks from the media and from the itong Facebook and even one saying that pauwiin ang mga Chinese. You know, it is not only a case of bad taste, but it is not good for us Filipinos to be saying that. Remember that there are now so many thousands of Filipinos in China, and they cannot go out because coming in or going out of China is prohibited. And that is precisely to contain the propagation of the virus. So walang nakalabas. Now, okay, dito dito, let's talk of China and Filipino. Dito sa atin, walang pupunta ng China. Andito naman sa China, in and out, hindi sila pwede sa Pilipinas. Ngayon, if that is clear to you, or if not, then ask the question now because I have another topic for that. Meron kayong question? Basta China, in or out, wala tayo dyan. And dito, we are not allowing them to go there, our countrymen, and no Chinese, yung galing China, pumapasok dito. We are not allowing entry. Okay? But Chinese who are in foreign lands, on board foreign airliners, and they have the valid visa, they can come. Except, I said, yung aeroplano ng ano. Especially Chinese who have been there, or in any other place, Canada. Most of the Chinese in North America are in Canada and in the United States. Ngayon, pagka umuwi sila, tapos foreign airlines, hindi naman galing China yung aeroplano, they can come in. If the port of destination or the place where they want to go is Philippines. Nakuha ninyo yon?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's the next question?
Ina Andulong of CNN.
Good evening, Mr. President. Sir, have you finalized or identified any quarantine facilities in the meeting earlier?
Hindi pa ngayon. Dalawa lang ang namatay. But if it comes to a form requiring the quarantine of persons, either local or foreigners, I have directed Secretary Doki here to prepare a space, a ward in our hospitals, or a separate building room where we can house them. And wala pa namang, hindi pa kailangan yan, pero I said we will prepare. Now here is a problem. Sabi ng mga experts, it could be transmitted from person to person, person to animal, animal to animal. So, but says Tugade, Secretary Tugade of the sa transportation asked if it can be also contaminated in inanimate things. Ang sabi na yung doorknob, merong traces sila nakita. That's according to the WHO. It is not confirmed as really a valid reason to avoid it, but there are indications that it can be transmitted also by inanimate things, meaning to say, yung hinawakan niya, hawakan mo rin, yun. Yun ang problema. So yung incoming, ang tao lang binabantayan mo, hindi mo binabantayan yung cargo. But if the cargo itself can pass it on to human beings or to animals, that is really a problem. It's not, it is not confirmed as valid, but indications earlier studies showed that it can be possibly this. If you say, is it possible? The question would really be like this: would it be possible that these things can be passed on from one person to another by touching inanimate things? Yung walang buhay,